Welcome back all. I'm your host Jameson and this is Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. In the last episode, we ran around Baldur's Gate, found out we got poisoned, and we are currently working to find the antidote to that poison. Right now, this is the quest. We're looking for a Book of Wisdom for the woman's temple here, Jelantha Mistmere. She'll cure Lathander if we get that. So, that's our next step. There's also one or two other things we're going to want to do beforehand. Not the least of which is talk to this guy, apparently. There isn't any more to the Iron Crisis than his petty vanity. So, it's a pretty good guy for you. So that's the 3 old kegs. If I remember right, there's not much to do there. But we were looking for this area anyway. Nope, no we weren't. I lied. We're going to come back this way. We want to go another area to the west, left, whatever you want to call it, to unlock all of Baldur's Gate so we don't have to do this later on.
Good eve on you and yours, my friend. Might I have your ear?
Sure. Thanks. Or battle ugly with scars. What we need to do. We need to find a rage fast. And he has a nymph, apparently, that this guy wants, which is, I'm sure, just much better. Sure. We will agree to that. It's not how that's going to play out, in case you're curious, but we will be going there eventually. This building here is the Ducal Palace, I think. Yeah. And we'll be going into it eventually as the game progresses. But we actually can't get in right now. It's all locked up. And we're not any sort of nobility, so they wouldn't let us in even if we wanted to. Apparently Edwin decided he didn't want to stay with the group, so let's get everybody back together. Alright, we got the area, but we actually want to go here.
At once.
Where did I think it put us on the wrong... It did. Game likes to do this weird thing where it puts you in the wrong area. So we're going to step up here, and this guy wants to talk to us. I don't care much about the politics. So let's go back south and head into here. And this is the side that we wanted to be on. There's a wall here, and it keeps us from going across. We have a couple of things we want to do here. Unfortunately, it's daytime, so we're going to see if we can find an inn or something to rest here. This is actually Rage Fast House. I'm not interested in going there right now. And this is the High House of Wonders.
I love money. Yes, I do.
Alright, what do you want? How do you become an ex-merchant? Ah. Sorry to hear that. Apparently he's very happy about it. So. It's not an issue that he's no longer a merchant. Here we go. This is where they want us to get the Book of Wisdom from. But we have another quick little side thing we want to do that's quite related to this. This is Varsy Roaring Horn. And I'll follow you. Luckily this is not a trap. We're just going to step into here.
But I must do something. It's a risk. and risk is everything.
Apparently this guy needs some help. Now, he wants his son's body from the Water Queen's house, which is where Jolantha Mistmere is that we're doing a quest for right now. So apparently they thought it would be funny to pull a prank, and one of the kids got killed. So, we're going to go ahead and help, because despite the fact that we're kind of self-serving, that's a real jerk move. So we'll talk to this guy here, and we'll ask them for it, and we'll give him 500 gold. And man, what I wouldn't give to pay 500 gold for a lot of things in this game. We actually have quite a bit of money right now, and we're kind of in need of these, mostly antidotes, but I mean, we might as well get some healing out of them. We will buy a little stack of antidotes too, just because you don't want to run out. And why don't you hold on to those? Oh, that puts him over capacity. Unfortunately, potions weigh a pound each, so as you can see, that's 35 pounds. And we now actually have 2 books.
I'm here to help at once.
The dexterity book and the wisdom book. We're not interested in anything else in this area, so we're gonna head actually straight back over here
I'm here to help.
and go to the temple. Yeah, I'm not sure if you have to do it in this order. This is just always how I've done it, because I don't want there to be problems with the sequencing of events. So, do this, and we'll come back in. And where's Jolantha? Here we go.
You need me?
Let's talk to her. Let's see. Now that that is done, we want to talk to her again. Let's go ahead and ask for it. And yeah, that's too much. And apparently, saying that is enough to set her off. So we're gonna kill her. Okay, you two take care of them. After that, and that's it for her. She's worth a good chunk of experience. We'll grab the boy, and we get the book back. Now we get to wipe out a few more. I hate the pathing in this temple. It seems like people just like wander around however they please. It's a little frustrating. That 50 gold was the 50 gold we paid in the last episode to get into this place, or to speak with Jolantha, rather. That's that done. So we've got the boy's body. We've got the book back. That, right? Oh yeah, I had Dorn selected when I did that. And we've got the cure for the Gia scroll. So, before we go anywhere, he's at the Blade and Stars, which for the life of me I can never remember where it is. So, let's start here. If it's here, we're not going to find it that way. jump over here. Luckily, this doesn't take any time to travel around Baldur's Gate this way. It's the Blushing Mermaid, so that's definitely not what we're looking for. Here? Elf Song.
I'm here to help.
Check here. We haven't been here yet, so we'll wander around this area. I don't think I'll ever get used to walking around Baldur's Gate. I spend so little time here in almost all of my playthroughs because I have a lot more fun exploring the great wide wilderness that is the Sword Coast and murdering the monsters I find out there. Wandering around a town like this is, I don't know, I wouldn't call it dull, but I guess less interesting to me than the wilderness. There's also quite a number of inns in this town. So, and a few that aren't even named, like this one, just Inn and Tavern right here. Keep moving this way. Is this just a straight up wall? Oh, yeah, must be. Let's go this way. Apparently Viconia didn't want to come with, so. Aha, found it. I think that's actually where we wanted to go here. No. Narlan's Heist. Oh, by the Splurging Sturgeon. Never mind. Let's save. We'll come into here. This guy, actually. Talk to him. He wants a Sphinx gem. You talk to him again. 1,000 experience for, I think the gem's worth maybe 50 gold or something. Now here, there's actually a way to, if you want to, you can block him in. And let me see if I can pull it off. Talk to him. We have the cure. Apparently he has only half the antidote. And Lathander is in the Blushing Mermaid. So, we got a little bit of experience. I leveled up, gained an item, lost an item. And now, if you notice, Lathander in the past had been moving very, very quickly. He actually has another set of the Boots of Speed, which now we have. So if we wanted a second set for whatever reason, if you decide you want to play with two characters, you can gear both of them up accordingly. But
I'm here to help.
That's all for this area. And we also got 4,000 experience for it. So I leveled up. Which of us leveled up? The fighter side leveled up. So great. We'll hit more frequently now. We'll have a little bit more HP. And out of curiosity, I did go by the Blushing Mermaid just a moment ago. Where was that? I think it was here. But we have to get in from this side. So
I'm here to help.
go here, here. Yep, we got it.
I'm here to help.
Oh, this is a brutal fight. We can actually talk him out of that. Talk him out of this fight. And but we're gonna go ahead and duke it out. Start with that. I don't think we can put him to sleep, but we're definitely gonna try. No, not a command. Let's go ahead and chant. Use that. You just get in there on him. Unfortunately, Lars here very rarely misses. There we go. Took care of that. Got some jewelry for our trouble. Hey, Lars there can be an absolutely brutal fight. I mean, I don't know if you saw, I don't think he missed a single attack. Seems like he just smashes people, especially solo. He's exceptionally difficult. Excuse me. So, since we still got a buff up, we're looking for Merrick. I believe he's right over here somewhere. There he is. We're gonna go ahead. Ooh, you know what? Since we got a little bit of a jump on him. Let's go like this. Save, we'll have you talk. And now he's gonna kill us, of course. And we'll just do that. Oh, what did I get? 45. Nice backstab. And he's dead already. We just have to pick that up. Wait a moment. And there we go. We got 10,000 experience for curing our poison. So, that's done. We are now cured of our poison, and we can traverse whenever, wherever we want, and do what quests we feel like doing. But I like to take care of that particular quest really early, because I get concerned that I'll forget mostly. And we are fully rested. We're actually going to take a little detour. Here's your money. We're going to see how this works out. There's actually, later on, there's a fight down here. But right now we're here for one thing. And, I don't think... Yeah, there goes our reputation. Not really that concerned about it. What I really did want with this was this cloak. It's actually the cloak of Baldur. If you watch, it gives me a bonus to my armor class. And it actually gives, let's see if we can find it, if it's actually on here, 25 magic resist. So, we have a decent amount more magic resist, a little more AC. It also affects our saving throws, which you can see are all -3, or in this case -5 from our amulet. So we got one here, and one here, and then 2 on this amulet for spell. So our saving throws are pretty good. Oh, I never have seen that before. We're down in here, and these are all courtesans. Not exactly, but kind of prostitutes, I guess.
Hello, mate. Friendly face.
I think she just lost a spell because we transitioned while she was trying to cast it. Well, let's do it again. I actually did not notice that she hadn't fully healed with our little resting there. I think it's actually day again, which is just a tiny bit frustrating. But actually, I know I mentioned I'd like to go out and into the wilderness and check out, Durlag's Tower, and there's quite a few areas over here I'd like to check out. But I will. We got this little boy's body in our inventory, and I kind of want to dump that off. I'm not particularly interested in carrying that around because it's probably pretty heavy, for starters. Let's talk to this fella here. And here you go.
You roll your dice, and you take your jump.
And he did it. He resurrected him. This always makes me laugh. The child literally dies, and then he immediately yells at him for being in trouble. That's a little silly. And then if we talk to Varsi here, he's got a nice pile of experience and some gold, and he gives you a really cool shield. We're gonna go ahead and throw right on Kagain here. I believe it's the Shield of Falling Stars, if I remember right.
At once.
Okay, let me see, how many first level? I only have 3 spells. Ugh.
I'm here to help.
You know, I hate spending money on identifies, but I don't have the patience to sit and identify everything 1 or 2 at a time. So, and that's it. Ooh, we should, before we forget, get some more bullets so I don't run out. So first thing, let's throw those on. What do we got? Short bow +2. This is a really useful item. And +2 dagger. Probably one of the most prolific weapon choices in the game. So let's do that. There's our dex book. I don't think that actually affects our AC, but obviously the main character is the most important, so he gets all the best stuff. And that's done.
At once.
And since it's, I don't know, not necessarily on our way, but we're kind of right here, we're going to go ahead and stop by Rage Fast House here. And then we'll go over to the other mage, Ramazith, I think his name, or Razamith, or the other. We'll go by his house and complete this little, I don't know, this little side quest. Let's go ahead. His door's locked. I'll save. Let's get in here.
Destiny on the... I'm not long for this place.
And apparently she's dying. Identify your purpose. Apparently he's in love or infatuation with her, but he's just caging her up here. And apparently she's dying because she's not in the wilderness. And he, like most people in this game, gets a little bit mad and immediately attacks us. Luckily, it's a simple fight. We'll talk to her. And apparently you can take her over to Ramazith, but we're going to let her go free. And she gives us actually a really cool item in the Nymph Cloak. We're going to go ahead and throw that on him. It actually can charm things, but the Charisma +2 is pretty good. That puts us up to 18, so we'll get a little bit better shop prices if we
I'm here to help.
if we choose to go shopping, and we will. I don't think there's nothing of value in here.
I'm here to help.
So that's all done. And I believe you can take her back to him and he gives you a small reward, but based on how we've gone about the rest of this game, I'm sure you can imagine what we're going to go over there and do. Here we are in front of the Ducal Palace. Hey, we're not common, man. You're common. We're gonna come right over here and walk this way for just a moment to get the screen fully, or the edges explored. And then to save ourselves just a moment of walking,
At once.
we're gonna do this.
I'm here
So
to
now
help.
we're right in front of Rames's home. And this is actually, it's kind of goofy, but
I'm here to help.
if you, first off, I'm gonna go invisible, because this is how we work things out.
I'm here to help.
Nope, I don't want to go up there. As you can see, there's enemies up that way.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Can I not get behind him? Is he just standing exactly where I can't get to and I want to? I should back up. Save. Why don't you talk to him? Ah, he knows. Oh, he got away. We're loading.
You need me?
Nice. 32. Ooh, we even got... Oh, that's a really low critical roll. We didn't get a backstab off, though. Well, that's taken care of.
Dropped it.
Let's either fight him down here or fight him at the top. And I already have the invis up. Ooh, this amulet's really useful. Because it allows you to prepare another second level spell. Nobody has an amulet, really. Your saves are already good. Who has the worst save versus spell? Yours is 11. Yours is 8. Yours is 14. You have 50% magic resist. We're gonna go ahead and give it to her anyway. She has almost no gear, that's why. I haven't equipped her with her. She doesn't even have... Wow, she doesn't even have like a ring of protection. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is actually a ring of protection plus 2, the guard's ring. She needs that. Oh, that's why, because her AC is already so good. Let's try and figure out why in the world wouldn't I give her. Nope, nope. You can't, you won't even wear that. Oh, you have the cloak of protection. So this is an amulet of protection. Unfortunately, we don't have much use for it, as we have other equipment, and as I mentioned before, you can only have one protection item on at a time. So, he said to meet him at the top of his tower. Oh, gross. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Here. You go here. So we're going to go to the top of this tower anyway. We're just going to do it a little slower. And not quite the same order that most people would. Can I get to him? Here we go. Well, he's not dead. He came real close, didn't he? Oh, leveled up. Oh, there her saves went down a little bit. She needed that. Thaka went down by 2. Ooh, she has level 4 spells now. Any more of other levels, but she's got 2 level 4s. I like this one. Everybody gets plus 2 bonus to armor class, which is good stuff. And we can do an area protection from evil. This also isn't too bad. The only problem is you still don't have multiple attacks per round. So There's another, actually I want that, another decent one that works if you're a more melee oriented class. We're actually just going to take a pair of defensive harmonies. And let's all meet over here. Oh, that's right. She didn't have any. No! Dang it. That was a mistake. What? Why don't you chug a healing potion? Cast one healing spell on him.
I'm here to help.
It shall be
And I'll send my 3 melee guys in first. And then go after stuff. And then bring these 2 up after. There we go. I like that a lot better. That's much better.
Yes, at once.
There.
it shall be even bloodier than you hope.
Again, you disturb me, if I must.
That'll do. What are you guys doing? I'll never understand the pathing. Whatever. Work around it.
Work if I must.
At once.
Is it now? All right.
It shall be even bloodier than you hope.
You need me?
We got Cobalt Commandos here. Just another irritating enemy. Isn't particularly deadly. Why don't you go after the one right in front of you, there, boss? Sheesh. Send the 3 up again. Oh, there's the top floor. Go back down.
What could I do to help?
Wands, potions, and one. That's what we were looking for. Another tome to increase our stats. That one, if you didn't guess, was the intelligence, the int book. I think. Yeah, we know that one. Know that one. Know that one. Know that one. It's good. So that's all done. Let's head back downstairs. Get out of this place. And we'll go ahead and call. We'll go ahead and wrap it up right there. So, we got through, got our poison cured, got some level ups finally. Seems like it's been a long time. And we got some new items, boosted our stats, all sorts of stuff, and we get a chance to go sell. I mean, Dorn's got a whole inventory full of stuff that that'll make us a whole bunch of money. But next time we'll probably be exploring the wilderness a little bit, and then bring it back to Baldur's Gate and work on a few of these quests. But I'm glad you joined me for this one, and have a good one.